Right, just a bit of breaking news from Manchester United.
Questions.
And let's start with Manchester United, because today, especially, there were so many rumors about Aurelien Tchouameni and a possible signing for United from Real Madrid.
Yeah, rumors returning about Aurelien Tchouameni, and it's coming from Spain this time. Why so many mentions from Spain about Aurelien Tchouameni? Because, as I always said since mid-June here on the channel, for Real Madrid, the only way to eventually consider signing a new midfielder, despite all the stories on Enzo Fernandez then denied by the club, and also more midfielders, the only way is to sell some player. And it's not enough to sell Nico Paz to Como, it's not enough to sell Dani Ceballos. Ceballos is leaving on a free transfer, so it's not enough to make space only with these two players. Real Madrid would need more in order to add one more midfielder to the squad of Jose Mourinho. And that's why we have so many questions again and so many reports again on Aurelien Tchouameni. What I always said, and I maintain also today, is that internally at Manchester United, Tchouameni has always been seen as the perfect signing for midfield. Top player, elite mentality, world class, so they consider Tchouameni as the perfect replacement for Casemiro. Then, the point here is on two topics. The first one is the salary. Tchouameni is on a very big salary at Real Madrid, and at the moment the understanding is that Manchester United made already clear to those close to Tchouameni in the contacts they had over the recent months that the only way for Tchouameni to go eventually to Man United is on a different salary. And so that's the first issue. The second issue is Real Madrid. At the moment, Man United are yet to receive any green light from Real Madrid to go and negotiate for Tchouameni. At the moment, they're not receiving any sort of message from Real Madrid like, okay, let's sit at the table and try reach an agreement. So the question is, could be the dream signing for Man United, for sure. He's a player they like, they love, but at the same time, the Tchouameni situation could be complicated because of the salary and what Real Madrid decide. So the first step has to be Real Madrid to say to Man United, okay, we can sell the player. So we have to be patient, but for sure the appreciation is confirmed, and what I've always...
There are two transfers that are imminent. Start with Tavares. He's a left back. He's from Benfica. He is currently in quarantine in London. And once his quarantine is finished, he will finalise those medical checks, finalise those personal terms before joining on what we think is an £8 million deal.
He was rushed straight in. We didn't get a chance to speak or anything like that, but exciting times, man. 58 million for this player. I'm really looking forward to seeing him, and there we go. He's just arrived at St James's Park. He's here.
You've now got the club statement, Daniel.
Yeah, and there's some big news in it, and we'll get to that point. But let me just read it out for you, Tom. This is from a club legend at Manchester United. And, I mean, we're getting these developments as it happens. But very interesting that they talk about this gives them the best possible finish in the Premier League, they believe, because they are sixth in the Premier League, but maybe a readjustment of expectations, because we know this year Manchester United's target is European football, whatever form that is, but perhaps being sixth, just a few points off a top four place, they just weren't seeing that consistency in results, as I was talking about earlier. We'll bring you more as we have it throughout the afternoon.